Hello everyone. Welcome back to the LLD series. Right now we are discussing the UML diagrams. In the UML diagrams, we have already discussed UML class diagram, the concept of junction entity, and UML sequence diagram. In this video, we will be focused on the activity diagram. This is not much of a popular interview question or popular interview topic, but it is always good to know about activity diagram so that if in any blog or online article you come across, you will be able to easily follow up what the diagram is trying to communicate. Whenever you try to show any workflow of an entire process, the first thing that comes to your mind is the flow chart. In UML, to show the flow chart, we use what is known as activity diagram. First, let us understand common notations of activity diagram. So in the notations, we can visit important ones. Any filled circle will show the start. It is basically the beginning of a process or workflow. And then any circle which has a filled circle inside it is representing end. It will mark the end state of an activity. It can also be used to represent the completion of all flows of a process. Then we have a rectangular box which will show the activity. These are just the notations. We will see a concrete example very soon. So just let's go through the notations once and then we will see how to use this. Then we need to connect these components. So there is an arrow which basically shows the connection between these and hence it is known as connector. Then we need to make a decision as well, whether to go via this route or that route. Is it done or not? So any decisions which you want to do, it will be in the form of a diamond shape. So you can call it as decision symbol. And if you want to put any note in the workflow, you can also do so. So you can simply do like this. It is just like a paper, right? A paper which is folded here, right? And that's why it is used for a comment or note symbol. Now, having understood the important notations of an activity diagram, let's come to a concrete example. So let's take an example of a banking system. This will be the easiest one to understand. So the use case is that you want to either deposit some amount or withdraw some amount. Now you have to draw the activity diagram of this system. So first of all, you will start. And we saw in the notations that this is how we start, right? So I have drawn this symbol. First of all, the activity will be you will log into the system. Without login, you cannot withdraw and cannot deposit as well. So logging into system. System can be any banking application. And this is the activity which we talked about. So we have covered this symbol as well. Now, there are two things you can do. Either you will go to deposit. This is also an activity, right? So that's why I have drawn this rectangle, which is used to depict the activity. Or you can go and do a withdraw. Here are two activities I can do. Either I can do a deposit or I can do a withdraw. Why did not I use a decision here? Decision is generally used when we have some condition, we have some criteria. Here we don't have any criteria. You will just log in into system and whatever your use case is, you will choose the flow accordingly. And that's why I have not used this decision so far. Now, if you go to the deposit, the flow is very straightforward. You will just go, put some amount, and it will update your account balance. If you go to withdraw, then first thing is you need to decide if the amount is sufficient or not. And that's where the condition is. This is the criteria that you first should satisfy the minimum amount which you are trying to withdraw. So here comes the condition. So I will first put the condition symbol. So we have covered this as well. And connector anyway we have covered. And then here I will put balance sufficient. If it is sufficient, I don't need to write even the question mark because this itself is the condition statement. So I can directly do if balance is sufficient, then I can write yes. or no. If the balance is sufficient, then what I need to do, I need to update the account balance because the amount has been withdrawn from that. We already have an activity for that. And that's why I can go ahead and directly join this, right? So I will go and erase this one. And instead, I can directly connect this and this. So I will write, if it is yes, then I will directly update the account balance. And if this account balance has been updated, then we have reached the terminal state. And how do we represent the end state? Via a filled circle inside a circle. So we have covered and as well. So start we covered, end we covered, activity we covered, connector we covered, decision we covered, and comment anywhere you can put. For example, here I can put a comment like this. You can put the details that minimum balance needs to be there so that withdrawal can be done. And if it is a no, then anyway withdrawal is not allowed. So you can directly write the activity will be withdrawal failed. No need to retry as well because anyway the account does not have the balance, so there is no point of retrying the withdrawal. And that's how basically you draw an activity diagram. So in this video, we took a look at in what case you will use the activity diagram. Basically, if the interviewer asks you to explain the flow of the system, then first thing that should come to your mind is the activity diagram, which is nothing but a fancy form of a flow chart. Then we took a look at a couple of notations which are very important for drawing any activity diagram. And then we took a simple example to help consolidating our understanding. Now this is your homework. You have to draw activity diagram of a login page. You see, many of the activities people want to accomplish online, like checking email, managing finances, ordering clothes, etc., require them to log in into a website. And your activity diagram should be able to show the process of logging into a website from entering a username and password to successfully logging into the system. Once you are done with your diagram, feel free to upload it in Drive or any Google Docs, or feel free to comment down on the video. And I will personally go and check your diagrams and we'll try to put some comments there on any points which can be improved. If you like the video, please consider sharing it with your friends. If you have not subscribed to the channel, I will urge you to do so that you will be updated with any such future videos. If you are finding any topic hard to understand, feel free to comment down and I will try to create a video on that as soon as possible. Till we meet again, thank you so much.